all things aren't necessarily as they're presented. And nobody makes me think that more than Jim Carrey. And the reason why this has popped up recently is because of his appearance at an award show over the weekend. Keyword, appearance. So Jim Carrey has always pushed the boundaries. He was a guy that, remember when he played Andy Kaufman, he would not break the fourth wall. He was Andy Kaufman even when he wasn't doing the lines of the movie. He immersed himself. Matter of fact, this is a documentary about how dangerous it was for him to actually be that character, all-encompassing. I mean, 24/7. So Jim's always taken things to extreme. He isn't, the happy-go-lucky Fire Marshal Bill or the guy that was in Dumb and Dumber or Liar Liar or whatever. As time has gone on, he's become more and more bizarre. And if you scroll social media, you're bound to see, especially with all the Epstein stuff that's been coming out.
Kidnapping children is not what great nations do. We in America are misinformed. Reality shows have warped our idea of what a hero is, or what the truth is.
And at the time, people just kind of laughed it off of like, what is Jim Carrey talking about? He's off his rocker. What's going on? And then and this all dates back to an interview in 2017.
No. I'm doing just fine. I just, there's no meaning to any of this. So I wanted to find the most meaningless thing that I could come to and join. And here I am.
They're celebrating.
You got to admit it's completely meaningless.
Well, they say they're celebrating icons inside.
Celebrating
Do you believe
icons.
in
Boy, that is just the absolute lowest aiming, possibility that we could come up with. It's like icons.
I remember when that interview dropped, and I thought to myself, I felt bad for the interviewer because, she was just being put in a place that really she shouldn't have been, and he was very rude. If you have those opinions, you at least, have a bit of a filter. But then Jim Carrey had no filter, and that had become like the Jim Carrey is woke thing. So all of these little things have tied together over the last few years, and then he's at this film festival over the weekend, and now all of a sudden people are saying the real Jim Carrey has disappeared. Maybe he's been replaced by a clone. I know, seems preposterous. People are actually taking stock in this after he was at the Caesar Awards in Paris this past weekend. He gave his entire acceptance speech in French, which good on him for being able to do that. And everybody says he's unrecognizable. He didn't sound the same. He didn't look the same. And honestly, looking at him, he did look like Val Kilmer after plastic surgery. And I always thought, especially with the stances he's been taking the last few years, that if there's anybody who's not going to go for plastic surgery, it's going to be Jim Carrey, because now Jim is living his true self. And then one more thing that people point back to is then when he was on the Jimmy Kimmel Show exposing all of the things.
Be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're a part of it.
Pointing at Jimmy.
The all-mocking tongue. Talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to throw you off the track, to distract you, to make you laugh, and stuff like that, make you happy and docile, so you don't know what's really going on.
All of this just seems ridiculous, doesn't it? But then what if it wasn't? What if it all tied together? And we don't know. Honestly, this is a local morning show. Everything here is somewhat satire. After all of those, or all of that content has resurfaced in light of all the different news that has gone on, where's the real Jim Carrey?
There is no me.
There's no you.
No.
We're not here. This is a dream.
There's just things happening.
It's his words.
And there are clusters of tetrahedrons moving around together.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's happening in our world right now? Because there is a lot of news that actually is relevant that's not that
Here's
uplifting.
the thing. It's not our world.
None
That's
of this
the
is
key.
real?
Nope.
So you're just passing
We don't
through.
matter. We don't matter.
Oh, wow.
There's the good news.
See, even years later, I say the same thing. And what if after all of these, the collection of things that he said over the years about very certain things which are now coming to light worldwide, with speculation at least at this point, nothing's completely proven, that Jim Carrey just disappears in the middle of it. It's all very strange. And no, I'm not going way off and saying that's exactly what happened. I'm just giving you the information to decide how you want to decide. And a few of you checked his 490 said, no, I had the exact same thought when I saw his interview this past weekend. I thought there's no way that is Jim Carrey. Correct, because there was an impersonator, someone whose job it is to be legit Jim Carrey, who, by the way, was not replaced by this person who was doing the interview, said, no, I'm a Jim Carrey impersonator. And that person was not Jim Carrey.
York County's morning show.